2024년의 첫 해가 뜨고 있습니다. 여기 보이시죠? 여러분 새해 복 많이 받으세요. What is the first thing you prepare when you greet in the new year? New clothes to wear in the new year? New books to study in the new year? Food for a healthy diet. This is what I prepare first. It is a calendar. 일단 내 생일 먼저 체크하고.
Excuse me, Nuri.
아 뭐야?
You need to check May 16th on the calendar, too.
그날이 무슨 날인데요?
You don't know what day this is.
모르겠는데요?
This is an important day for me. It's the first day I appeared on Diplomat Talks.
아, 적어놓을게요.
Important days are different for everyone and different countries around the world.
Although I'm a producer specializing in a program on diplomacy, I forgot. Each country has different national holidays and holidays that are considered important. But what about something that encompasses all of this? 그래, 결심했어.
You scared me. What did you get?
이건 아주 글로벌한 프로젝트가 될 거예요. 속통님도 저를 좀 도와주셔야겠어요.
What is it?
세상에 하나뿐인 달력을 만들 거예요.
A one-of-a-kind calendar?
Diplomat Talks will create a one-of-a-kind calendar containing various holidays and special anniversaries from around the world. Since I am the diplomacy expert producer, I will personally pay attention to the important days in each country. 디플로맷 토크와 주한 대사관들의 협업 프로젝트.
To create a one-of-a-kind calendar for 2024.
그 제작 과정을 지금 공개합니다. So, as usual, we sent an email to all embassies announcing the start of the calendar project. I was thinking of carrying out the project with the 12 embassies that responded first on a first-come, first-served basis.
But what if too many embassies say they want to participate?
그런 걱정은 그런 상황이 생긴 후에 하는 겁니다.
아하!
여보세요?
네, 피디님.
네.
피디님 지금 대사관들한테 답장 받고 있는데 벌써 12개 넘었어요.
진짜요? 몇 군데에서 답장 왔어요?
지금 어제 메일 보냈는데 벌써 20군데서 답장 온 것 같아요.
진짜요? 그렇게 많이 왔어요? What happened? So many embassies in Korea were interested and responded positively. 이거 어떻게 정하지?
Let's have an emergency meeting.
아니, 제가 작가님한테 연락을 받았는데 저희가 이제 원래 메일을 보낼 때는 12개 기념일을 모아가지고 달력을 만드는 걸로 생각을 했잖아요. 근데 지금 너무 대사관들한테서 연락이 많이 온 거예요. 그래서 12개가 넘었어요. 그래서 이거를 어떻게 하면 좋을까요? 12개를 자를지 아니면 어떻게 방법을 찾아서 다 함께하는 방법으로 할지.
그래도 모두 함께하는 게 저도 자르는 것보다는 이제 다 각자 의미가 있으니까.
근데 달력의 완결성을 생각하면은 12개만 있는 게 낫지 않나 하는 생각도 좀 들긴 해요.
각자 메인 화면, 메인 그림이나 사진 있잖아요.
네.
근데 그 달의 기념일이 뭐 2개나 3개다 하면 그 메인 이미지는 어떻게 되나요?
그러니까 예를 들어서 만약에 다 참여를 시킨다고 해. 그런데 어떤 달은 기념일이 하나야. 그래서 하나의 사진이 더 강조되어 들어가. 근데 어떤 달은 3개야. 그럼 그게 3개로 나눠져서 들어가야 될 수가 있으면은 그게 약간 공정하지 않을 수 있잖아.
12개를 어떤 기준으로 선별하는가도 사실 어려울 수 있어요. 선착순?
가장 공정한 방법?
그래도 최대한 다 함께하는 쪽으로 생각을 해보면 좋을 것 같습니다.
You're so cold, Nuri. How could you think about cutting off the others?
12개 넘어도 다 하자는 의견이 대세네. 그러면 다 합시다. 다 하시죠. 그래야 뭔가 의미가 있는 프로젝트가 될 것 같으니까 다 하시죠. 그러면 달력을 어떤 형태로 할지를 고민해야 되는데 톡톡님
Yes.
톡톡님이 연구 좀 해주세요. 모두에게 공정한 방식으로 달력을 제작할 수 있는 완벽한 방법을 찾아주세요.
How do I do that on my own?
아 이제 톡톡님이 알아서 하셔야죠. 저희 바빠요. 저희 여기저기 다니느라 바쁜데.
Hey, wait a minute.
안녕하세요 여러분. 저 지금 드디어 달력 사진 촬영을 하러 왔습니다. 이곳에서 대사님 한 분을 만나기로 했는데요. 여기 지금 대사관도 아니고 관저도 아닙니다. 어디에 와 있는지는 곧 공개하도록 하겠습니다. 그러면 대사님을 만나러 가볼게요. 대사님 오셨다. Hello, hi. The first person we will meet is the ambassador of Denmark. Okay, so ambassador, you picked the January 23rd. The date that the Danish embassy chose is January 23rd.
On January 23rd, 1951, a ship called Jutlandia sailed from Denmark to Korea to give assistance in the Korean War.
January 23rd. This is the day the Jutlandia set sail from Langelini Pier in Copenhagen, Denmark. When the Korean War broke out in 1950, Denmark dispatched the Jutlandia to Busan to support South Korea. Over 6,000 people were treated on this ship during the Korean War.
And why did you pick this place?
Well, now we're at the National Medical Center here in central Seoul. The National Medical Center was actually, of course, as you know, set up in the 50s. And what I love about the story is that when the good staff, the nurses and the doctors of the good ship Jutlandia, when they were to leave Korea after the war had finally ended, they didn't want to leave. They want to stay behind and help build a modern medical sector, a modern hospital in Seoul. So they stayed behind, and they stayed here in these buildings and helped to build what we know today as the National Medical Center.
As the ambassador said, 3 Scandinavian countries, Sweden, Denmark, and Norway, established the National Medical Center equipped with the latest facilities in war-torn Seoul after the Korean War in 1958. Until the National Medical Center was handed over to the Korean government in 1968, they contributed greatly to the development of medical care by laying the foundation for public medical care in Korea. We are standing together here at the Scandinavian Memorial. It was built to remember the National Medical Center and its history with the Scandinavian countries. A very special person joined us for today's calendar photoshoot. 안녕하세요. Let's now begin the photoshoot. The shoot was done in front of the portrait of a Danish doctor who was an acting deputy Scandinavian medical mission.
Oh, we look good.
국립중앙의료원은 그 뿌리가 스칸디나비아의 세 나라라고 볼 수 있고요. 그 세 나라가 가지고 있는 의료 서비스의 당시의 능력을 고스란히 이제 한국에 전해주신 곳이 이곳이기도 하고요. 그리고 사실 그 스칸디나비아 세 나라의 철학이 공공보건의료하고 너무 부합합니다. 그게 공공적인 의료의 영역을 어떻게 발전시킬지에 대한 생각들이 너무 훌륭한 생각을 갖고 계셨고, 그게 NMC 전통이기도 하고 지금의 NMC 모습이기도 합니다. 그래서 이 세 나라의 그 지원을 영원히 기억하면서 앞으로도 더 협력을 강화하고자 오늘 덴마크 대사님 뵙고 인터뷰를 하게 되었습니다.
We hope that the special relationship between Korea and Denmark will be remembered through the Diplomat Talks calendar project.
I want it to be known as a date of friendship and solidarity, because you have to understand that in 1950 we had just come out of war, and all the Danes were thinking this has to stop. You know, we cannot have the world continue in this way. So we supported, of course, as did the other Scandinavian countries, the important Security Council resolutions, and said, what can we do? And our little contribution was to send medical staff and hospital ship.
다음으로 갈 곳은? 변신했습니다. 짠!
Can you guess where we are now? Yes, it is India.
저 이거 너무 항상 입어보고 싶었는데 오늘 드디어 입어보게 됩니다. 인도 옷. 사리죠.
Why am I wearing a traditional Indian dress sari? I will tell you the reason a little bit later.
Shall we start?
Yeah, okay.
So, Ambassador, you picked the Republic Day of India.
While we gained independence on 15th of August 1947, it was on this day in 1950 that we adopted our constitution and began our journey as a sovereign democratic republic.
On November 26, 1949, the Indian Constitution was adopted and became effective on January 26, 1950. With this, India declared it had become a sovereign nation, a democracy, and a republic. India's Republic Day is considered India's biggest national holiday.
It's a very important occasion. So the President of India actually addresses the people on the eve of Republic Day. And on Republic Day, we have a spectacular parade in the capital in New Delhi. But before the parade, we have the Prime Minister laying the wreath at Amar Jawan Jyoti. And basically, it's a memorial to commemorate and pay tribute to the fallen soldiers. We observe a moment of silence to commemorate them. And then we have the parade, which starts from the Raisina Hills, which is the presidential palace. It proceeds along Kartavya Path, goes past India Gate, and finishes at the historic Red Fort.
So I'm sure you have a lot of other important holidays as well, but why did you choose this specific day for our calendar?
The primary reason was that in 2024, it will be the 75th Republic Day of India. And again, I think it has a deep historical significance. When we adopted a parliamentary form of democracy, the founders of our country, they also decided that there will be universal suffrage, guaranteeing a vote to every citizen, irrespective of his educational qualifications, socioeconomic status, or gender. And if you look back at the 1950s, this was not the norm. But I think our objective was to ensure that every citizen has a stake in the future of the country. It, of course, also symbolizes, guarantees equality for all citizens.
이제 사진 촬영을 해보겠습니다.
The reason why I'm wearing sari today is because I'll be also in the photo. And let me introduce the special guest here.
저는 수르비이에요. 인도 사람이에요.
네.
저녁에 서울에 이사했어요. 왜냐하면 남편이 이사 여기에요.
남편 때문에 오셨군요.
Her Korean is really good. The three of us will be taking pictures together.
Two namastes and one heart.
Oh, yeah, good idea. Blend of India and Korean culture.
We hope that through this calendar photo shoot, Korea and India will get to know each other better.
So I think this is the occasion where I think we want our friends in Korea to know more about what we have achieved as a country, but also again use this occasion to deepen understanding of each other's accomplishments and also what we can do together to I think achieve progress for both our countries.
다음으로 만나볼 분은 누구일까요?
안녕하세요. My name is Zelda Wulan Kartika. I'm the Charge d'Affaires ad interim of the Indonesian Embassy in Seoul.
And the day that Indonesian embassy picked is... So tell us about the day, the election day.
The general election is a special event for Indonesians as we celebrate our democracy. Similar to Korean, election takes place every 5 years.
On February 14th, 2024, simultaneous elections will be held to elect the president, vice president, as well as legislators and councillors at both the national and regional level on the same day. Over 200 million people are eligible to vote in this election. The world is paying attention to the 2024 elections in Indonesia, the world's third largest democracy.
For almost 3 years since my arrival in Korea, I have met many Koreans from all walks of life. Generally, Koreans know Indonesia from Bali, Jakarta. Only very few they know about Indonesia, that Indonesia is the third largest democracy in the world. To date, we have more than 200 million eligible voters, 200 million. So general election is the hallmark of our democracy that serves as an avenue for Indonesians, including those living, working, and studying abroad, including in South Korea, to exercise their right as citizens. Indonesians have the right to determine their future of Indonesia by casting their votes. Indonesian citizens aged 17 and above or has married or was married is eligible to cast their votes to elect president as vice president, as well as member of parliament at national and regional level. For Indonesian citizens living in Republic of Korea, however, we will organize an early voting on Saturday, 10 February 2024. During the Solal New Year holiday.
And Indonesian voters living in Seoul can vote right in this room. As you can see, everything is already in place for people to come and vote.
29 polling
in
places.
Korea?
Yeah, in Korea. For the unofficial outcome, we will know it next day for sure. But for official, maybe around March. Yeah.
March?
Yeah.
Oh, it takes that long.
Yeah, maybe 1 month after.
Wow.
Because you know that Indonesian is very wide.
표하는 척 하는 거 하나 찍고 그 다음에 여기다가 표 넣는 거 하나 찍고. In order to encourage voters' participation, she decided to act as if she was actually voting. What do you think? It looks natural.
The election in Korea is organized by the General Election Commission and the Committee for General Election Abroad. Over the past few months, they have been working very hard in preparing the election, as you can see from these boxes. And lastly, if I may, to my fellow Indonesians in Korea, I would like to wish you selamat merayakan pesta demokrasi. Mari kita ciptakan pemilu yang aman dan damai untuk WNI di Korea Selatan.
If you follow PPL Ensor on Instagram, you can get more information about the election for Indonesian citizens residing in Korea.
Who are we meeting next? So how are you? It is the ambassador of Lithuania. Okay, ambassador, so tell us about the day.
It was 16th February 1918. state of Lithuania was created in 1253. 6th of July, 1253, our first and only king, Mindaugas, was coronated as a king of Lithuania. But we didn't remain long time a Christian country, and we all the rest time we were a Grand Duchy of Lithuania. And this state of Lithuania survived in different forms as totally independent country with union, commonwealth with Poland, until very end of 18th century. 1795, after third division of Lithuanian Polish Commonwealth, Lithuania disappeared as a state and was occupied by Tsarist Russia. And under Tsarist Russia, Lithuania lived until end of First World War. 1918, the Council of Lithuania declared restoration of the state of Lithuania. It was 16th February 1918.
On February 16, 1918, Lithuania declared independence from Russia by adopting the Act of Independence of Lithuania. With this, Vilnius was designated as the capital, while the restoration of Lithuania as an independent state governed according to democratic principles was declared.
And that is the main day of our state, where we celebrate restoration of our statehood. And this day survived for 22 years until 1940, when Soviet Union occupied Lithuania in June 1940, after we had Nazis occupation, after again Soviet occupation, and Lithuanian anti-Soviet regime lived for 50 years until 1990, when 11th of March, our parliament declared restoration of independence of Lithuania. Legally, you can see 1918 was restoration of state of Lithuania, 1990 restoration of independence. It means that even under Soviet occupation, Lithuania kept its international status as a state. It was just occupied. We were a state, but not independent. In 1990, we stood our independence and also all historic legacy.
Both Korea and Lithuania have a painful history of being invaded by powerful countries. I think we can emphasize with each other better because we share a similar history. We decided to recreate a historical photo symbolizing Lithuania's Independence Day with the ambassador and embassy staff. We will be recreating this photo. It is a photo of the original 20 members of the Council of Lithuania who signed the Act of February 16th. We need to pose similarly to the photo.
Like, yeah, like this.
And they look very serious in this photo. They are not.
Was this serious?
It was a shame to leave only serious photos.
Okay, now with a smile.
So we also took one of everyone smiling.
As can you see behind me, there are two flags. Those tricolor flag, it was created exactly after restoration of our independence. While next to it, this red flag with knight in the center, and this symbol always used to be flag of Lithuania since end of 14th century. Having those two flags, tricolor and the knight, historic, as we call it, historic flag, we underline that statehood of Lithuania starts in 1250 and continues up to now, despite all periods of when Lithuania was not independent a free country.
아, 저 찍지 마세요. 벌써부터 찍어요. 아니, 찍지 마시라고요. 저 지금 찍지 마세요. 안 돼.
The next ambassador we're going to meet is the ambassador of Ireland. Why did I hide myself?
Are things right?
Yes.
This is very cool.
Yes. This was the surprise.
Oh, brilliant.
I got a special makeover for today's photo shoot. I am all green for today. Tell us about the St. Patrick's Day. Did you guess correctly? The Irish Embassy selected St. Patrick's Day.
So, St. Patrick's Day is the 17th of March. It is Ireland's National Day. It's the day really when we just celebrate being Irish. St. Patrick was our patron saint.
In Ireland, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated every year on March 17th. St. Patrick is Ireland's primary patron saint who spread Christianity to Ireland. On this day, Irish people in Ireland and all over the world enjoy the festival dressed up in green clothes, accessories, and shamrocks.
We have a huge diaspora around the world in the US, in Canada, in Australia, across Asia. And our diaspora have really made St. Patrick's Day what it is. Those global Irish communities have really brought it to be such a big day. And they do say that everybody is Irish on St. Patrick's Day. So we're okay with that. We're Irish the other 364 days of the year, but for everybody to be Irish on March 17th, that's okay too.
So I'm sure you have a lot of national days or holidays, but why did you pick this day?
It's because globally it's celebrated. It's not just a big day in Ireland, it's a big day right around the world. In Korea, we have been celebrating St. Patrick's Day for many, many years. And there's always a festival in Korea where we bring everyone together and we have music and dance and maybe some Guinness and demonstrate our national sports as well. So it's a really special day, and it's probably the one Irish day that Koreans can join in too.
As you can see, I have prepared myself for the photo shoot, so I'm going to take part in it.
I know what we do. I know what we do. Turn around. You face the wall, and I'll face the wall. This.
아, 오케이. 이렇게? Please look forward to seeing what kind of calendar image these photos will be transformed into. So how do you want this day to be known in Korea or celebrated in Korea?
Well, the most obvious thing is for people to wear green, and you're wearing green today, so that's great. I'm not, but I will be on St. Patrick's Day. Even better if you can seek out some Irish music, come along to our festival. Watch out on Instagram for that. But there's endless opportunities to immerse yourself in Irish culture in Korea, and really we want St. Patrick's Day to be the trigger that will make people seek out some music, maybe join in some dancing, have a Guinness, maybe have a little whiskey, wear some green. I suppose just to say as well, you know, I kind of hope that maybe if I can encourage people to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, they might just think about coming to visit Ireland. There are lots of opportunities to come and visit Ireland, so it would be great to come and see our lovely green island in person.
Everyone, don't forget to wear green on St. Patrick's Day. You didn't think our special project would end with just one episode, did you? There are still many exciting holidays waiting for you.
Yeah, quite a few sometimes.
Make sure to look forward to next week's Diplomat Talks.
옷을 좀 찍어주세요. 저 말고 옷을 찍으십시오. 안 돼. 안 돼. Faces and one smile. 이번에 갈 곳은 어디일까요? Everyone, thank you very much. Thank you very much. 감사합니다. For another angle, like first this.